Good evening, I'm Giuseppe Basile. I'm the analyst and trader you can find at the website www.fibstalker.com. I also post regularly on Twitter using the @fibstalker nickname. Good evening, today is Thursday, March the 13th, 2014, and it's 10:30 p.m. Time in Toronto, and in this video I'm going to review for you the Japanese majors. So this will include the US dollar versus Japanese yen, the euro versus Japanese yen, and the pound versus Japanese yen. So let's start from the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. You will remember from the previous videos this week that we were already short this market, and the fact that we had this drop in stocks, US stocks, today, despite good news for retail results, retail uh, um, and positive data from the eurozone, we got anyway the this move lower. Now, I want to review with you where we were in this market on 240 minutes chart here, and you will remember that at the beginning of the week I flagged this trade short here, and I mentioned that we could actually get into the old way halfway back from this last move higher on the daily chart from the beginning of March to recent highs. And I explained why this short at 103.34 was a valid one, so please review the previous videos this week to understand the logic of this trade. Anyway, during the week we saw price moving from this 103.34 and hit with a front run 102.74, and then I mentioned that we should actually watch the next trade, and the next trade was in the sequence was the measure move from highs to lows. And as you can see here, program trading picks up this price in a very precise way sometimes, and 103.010, 103.10, sorry, 103.09, 103.10 here acted as a resistance and broke price again into this first target 102.62 level. And again the next but as you can see, we got to lows, but price did not test 102.47, and then I mentioned that I wanted to see that test before removing the trade, and actually then we saw again a new measure move here which was respected, and this was from highs to lows, and the 61 .8 level 102.88 was never breached on the upside, and eventually this move broke price right into that target. Look at that. This is, this is the power of program trading, taking profit at minus 23.60. It's not something I could know before. We could only I could not know that the price would behave like this. The only thing we knew is this level of profit taking that is observed by program trading in a very precise and close way. And as soon as we got there, we got profit taking, and we got these 4-hour bars on the upside. And again I said, if this is a level of support, then then we need to break the next measure move in the sequence, and eventually we did. 102.69 was breached on the upside, so it was this was a confirmation. Unfortunately after that, and this was also could also be an exit if you did not exit at 102.50, but 102.50 was the exit that I had recommended. So eventually then the stock market move lower in the US actually caused profit taking on forex as well. At least this is the explanation here. So I don't trust this kind of explanation, because we had positive data in US, and this is one of those examples where the news have to be kind of tweaked in order to explain the markets. That's why I don't follow news. And at this point now we have price in an extension, so it's possible that we're going to retest this this 101.97, 102 basically. So on the daily chart we have price that reacted at that 101.53 level. Look at this again. This level was tested 3 times. The area initially was tested, then the level become more and more important here, and is still providing support to price. So in order to have a first confirmation that this is actually support, we will need to break this 102.08 on the upside. And the market is currently showing on the 15 minute, which is the chart that you see now on the screen, is actually showing participation from another level, a lower level, and we can see it clearly from how the market is participating. So actually 101.96, it's an important level. It's actually the important level that if breached on the upside will actually confirm support. Moving to the euro versus the Japanese yen here, same story for all these markets. And actually, you will remember that yesterday I provided a level of support which was nicely respected here. 142.21 was never breached, and the low was 142.22.8, so even above the nominal 61.8% level here. And this trade also produced free risk trade, because before moving lower today on Thursday we had price moving higher and actually moving well above the one risk level here, almost two risks unit before moving lower. So you would have exited this trade with a small gain or a break even. Where this market is going now, we had, you will remember, a sequence of measure moves here. The first one was support at 138.75, which worked really well and brought price into 142.45. It didn't bring price into the next level, second level of target, and then we had this reaction here higher. Now the next traditional measure move failed, so as we can see here, so program trading is not going to pick up this price, at least probably before we get to the all the way halfway back here. So it also means that there is still a potential of a continuation lower, even if we break that level that I show you on the 15 minutes. So it's a little bit it's a bit difficult to trade this market at the moment, but definitely if we see price into 141.48 and then we see a violation of the sequence of measure move higher in the 15 minutes, that could be a very good short with a stop above 141.67, 68 and bringing price into 140 level here. Moving now to the pound versus the Japanese yen. Same, all these market, they behaved the same way, in the same way. And you will remember that in this market we have been following this extension higher, which found participation, and we could only identify this after the fact. So I'm not claiming here that I knew this 169 when I traced this level. You can review the videos. I never mentioned that. However, the fact that this area of support was there and was identified after the fact was also confirmed by the fact that we had price actually trading the first target there. And so if we apply the rules, we know that the next level would be at the same anchor new high here, but as you can see, this level has failed. So again, also in this market, I'm not anticipating a move, the size move higher until we trade the old 12-week back. And actually we trade this, I'm just noticing this, we trade this level now during the trading day. And I want to review the 4-hour chart here. And we got in this market actually the anchor, the very important anchor that has been used was the lows at on the 14th here, sorry, on the 7th, March the 7th here, which were priced into first and second target here. And actually you will remember from the analysis I did during the past days that I kept using this anchor here. And in fact, after hitting first target, this anchor traded again, and it broke price into first target again, did not reach the second target. And we kept using this anchor. And as you can see, when program trading identifies an anchor, then it keeps using for some time. So the next level that we will need to consider was again the lows to lows. And as you can see here, initially this market actually reacted to this 171.31. You can see how powerful these levels are, and how it's important to track what program trading is doing. And at this 171.31 the entry would have been with a stop above 171.61, and you could have taken again a free risk trade, taking half of the position out at the level at around 170.98, 95, where you would have 1 unit of a gain which would equal 1 unit of risk. So taking half of it out and moving the stop above eyes, or keeping the stop the original stop, you would be in a free risk trade. Now this 171.31 broke price again into one first target 169.61, and again look at how beautifully this level work, and you have profit taking coming at these levels. So when we have second target hit, we also know that we are going to study what the market is going to do at the next level of resistance here. And you can see that this 169.44, and we can check this on the daily as well, to see whether, sorry, on the 15 minutes as well, excuse me, to check whether this level is actually trading. And as you can see, this level is actually trading. The 169.43 found participation here, 43, 44 here when I trace it. I should trace it, tracing on the 15 minutes, and it gives us of course more precise entries and stops. So but actually it's the same trace and two lows, and as you can see 69.43, which has actually targets below us at this point. So it's true that the market came at the all the way halfway back here, and this is a level of support, but for this level of support to actually work and be confirmed, we need to move above 169.61, 62. If that happens, we're going to buy the level with a stop below lows. If that does not happen, we can see here from the trace that I provide you with that Actually, we can move into 168.36 and actually 167.80 and continue our move lower. So I hope this video is useful. I wish you a very good evening and a great trading day and week. And bye bye now.